See, thank you for downloading the demo, as in the full version you may choose a main character and 2 companions from any of the 6 options. Blah, blah, blah. You'll only be able to play at the beginning of the story. You can only level up to level 7 in the demo. Okay, so at the very least we have some limits in regards to what's going on here today. And greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome to the Trials of Mana demo. When it comes to the specific game that it's remastering, when the world was shrouded in darkness, I'm not too familiar with Trials of Mana. I'm more familiar with Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore. The goddess of Mana drew forth the Sword of Mana to smite the 8 something something. She sealed the horrors inside the 8 mana stones, bringing the realm back from the brink. Weak from rebuilding the world, the goddess changed into a tree and fell fast asleep for years. However, the forces of evil sought to free the Benevidons to gain control of the world. The Benevidons. Alright. They started a terrible war to further their plot and destabilize the kingdoms. Looks nice. Peace was at an end. But yeah, I've played Secret of I've played Secret of Mana on this channel, and mana itself began to disappear from the world, and the mana tree to wither. It was alright. I think I probably would have had a better time with it if I really played it in full when it was new. And I'd like to play Secret of Evermore on this channel at some time. Although that one I've actually played before. And I do intend to play Legend of Mana sometime, because Legend of Mana is very interesting. But Trials of Mana I'm not particularly familiar with. I didn't actually know it existed, really, as an unreleased Mana game until the Secret of Mana collection was announced. What was that, last year? But now we've got the remastered version of Trials of Mana, which is interesting to see so many, like, not just ports, not just kind of like HD ports of games coming out, but like, this essentially means that Square has 2 separate HD remakes of RPGs releasing the same month, which seems a little bit odd. It seems like almost they're competing against themselves, because we've got the Final Fantasy VII remake coming out at the beginning of April. Trials of Mana is coming out towards the end of April. But I would imagine they're kind of like funneled towards different markets. Like Final Fantasy VII is that big, bombastic RPG, whereas Trials of Mana looks like it's going to be a lot closer
Trials of Mana
to its dorky main character. Let us select a new game. Adjust the brightness so that both the left and right images are visible. That is a terrible description for what the brightness should be. Adjust the brightness so that both the left and right images are visible. They're both visible. Okay. Difficulty, we'll go with normal, because I actually have no idea how the gameplay is going to be in this game. Well, I suppose I should. That's a lie. It's not that I don't have no idea. It's probably going to be real time, like Secret of Mana. Oof. Duran is a proud young soldier from Valsina, Kingdom of the Plains. Height, weapon is swords. Home is Valsina. He's got loads of stamina. Interesting how you can choose a character. Angela is the only daughter of the true queen of Altina, the snow-covered kingdom of magicians. She has no stamina. Despite this, her love for her mother runs deep. So I would imagine Duran is probably the easier one to deal with, because hit things with sword, have high defense. Angela would be somebody who stays at a distance, Dumb hat. Kevin is heir to the throne of Ferolia. His father is the king of the Beastmen, but his missing mother was a human woman. Kevin's father raised him to be a fighting machine, which affected his social skills. Charlotte is... oh my gosh. Perhaps because of this, she's always been coddled by the people. She looks much younger than she is, thanks to the elfin blood in her veins. Perhaps because of this, she has always been coddled by the people who raised her in the temple. Charlotte's bright and ongoing personality can be both an asset and a hindrance. Though curious, she's superstitious and a bit of a scaredy cat. Probably not main character material, then. Hawkeye. He looks cool. He was raised as the orphan ward of Flamecon, the leader, together with Flamecon's own children, Eagle and Jessica. But at his core, Hawkeye is a fiercely loyal friend. Rice is a young princess of the Mountain Kingdom of Laurent and captain of the renowned Amazon Guard. So basically, let's see, Charlotte is a priest. Angela is a daughter of a queen, so that means she's also a princess. Are we playing as the 1%? Is that what's going on here? Though some of my color is stubborn, is there to lend a hand to those who need it. She lost her mother as a child, and since she has tried to raise her little brother Elliot, her topmost priorities are her father, brother, and kingdom. I will make her the main character.
It is a pleasure to make your
Reese. And you can be companion 1.
Name's Durant.
Do we have anybody with ranged weapons? I guess that's basically Angela. Or do I want healing and support magic? Let's just go with Angela.
Princess of Altena.
Sure, why not? Kind of interesting that you can actually choose a separate party rather than you just have 3 characters thrust upon you. Although I suppose that's separate from like Secret of Mana had. Was interesting by itself because it had only like 3 characters for you to pick up for the entire game. You didn't have to worry about cycling in other characters.
Reese, Princess of Laurent, the Kingdom of Wind, was performing her duties as captain of the Amazon Guard.
I will take care of it. Observe.
I wonder if this means that this is going to have a lot more
Captain Reese, please be careful.
more replay value because of that. Depending on like which characters you play
I will
as.
not allow monsters to upset the peace of Laurent.
Weak attack. Power attack. Alright. Aha! Take that, Harpy! Let's see. Class Strike.
I will not hold back. I did it! It is as I feared. The monster population has increased.
There used to be 0 monsters. Now there is 1 monster. Except now there's 0 monsters
The
again.
haunting cries of the wind.
It also kind of makes me wonder what the main character is at this point. Like, is there a main character, or is this more of a plot-driven story? Because, like, with Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, you have those main characters. But if you can just choose whoever you want...
Of Laurent.
then is there really a
The
main
crags and
story,
treacherous
or is there like a
terrain
main
sat
story
the
for each
formidable,
character?
Impenetrable Citadel Laurent. Thanks to its elite guard of Amazonian fighters, enemy forces had never managed to breach the Citadel defenses.
Until today.
Until...
This precise moment.
Now then, it is time for my brother's training. Where has Elliot run off to?
It's a good thing that she's announcing it to absolutely no one, so I know exactly what she wants me to do. Nothing to report. Welcome back, Captain. I'm afraid none of the guards have seen Prince Elliot, Captain. There are rumors of war starting around the world, but I know we're safe here in Laurent. Why, hello. Or is this kind of like how in Dragon Age everybody kind of has the different introduction? But then they kind of converge on the main plot. Gusthal to the west of the Citadel has strong winds that make it hard to traverse. The Mana Stone is through those caves. Ah, that's a silly run. So goofy. Excuse me. Nope, that's just a jump. Never let your guard down. You never know what may happen. Ooh, wait, doggy. Can you pet the dog? This is very important. I don't think you can pet the dog. Forgive me, no one is allowed beyond this point. Okay, not even the princess? I've obtained 10 lucre. You could almost say that busting up barrels is quite lucrative. That sounded better in my head. The legendary winged defender Laurent only allows maidens of pure heart onto Celestial Peak. That's the origin of our Amazon Guard. Perhaps you should ask Alma where the little prince is. She should be in his room to the right of the throne room. Still, nice environment to explore. I don't believe His Highness has come through here. Oop, hello. An item seed. Oh, I can't jump on this bed while somebody's in it? Madness. Why, hello, I'm here to take your stuff. Thank you. Nothing is classic RPG more like walking into other people's rooms and just robbing their chests. Your Highness, I heard you performed admirably on the slopes today. Your late mother would have been proud of how you've taken to your captain's role, as am I. Although you could argue that she doesn't really take to the captain's role so much as because, like, as a leader, does that essentially mean that she's expected to do all the things? Or is she meant to guide... Wah, Prince Elliot stole my snacks. Prince Elliot, that jerk. I don't believe His Highness has come through here. We keep the Mana Goddess statue here. So it's a nice place to keep your Mana Goddess statue. Interact with silver mana statues to save your game. Gold mana statues will also restore your HP and as well as save your game. Alright. And what's kind of nifty about this demo is that if I wanted, I could then purchase Trials of Mana and carry on my save with the full game. Have no fear, the Citadel is guarded. I'm sorry, but you must have missed what the intro narrator was talking about. Also, this is a classic RPG. Even though it's a remake, it's still a classic RPG, and it's not a classic RPG if your opening hometown isn't destroyed immediately. The port town of Palo is at the base of Mount Laurent. Obtained 2 candies. Because nothing says healthy like candy to improve your health. Now I forgot which door she said I was supposed to go into. You should ask Alma. She's been in the right of the throne room. Alright. So I'm expecting the town to be attacked, and then I have to flee to the port town, and that's where I meet.
Father, have you seen Elliot?
Interesting question for a blind man, but I sense his location. Give me a moment. He is not far. I assume he is still on the ground. I am certain you will find him if you search.
That boy, where could he be? He knows what time it is.
R2, where could he be? Also, like, looks like his arms are just crossed right over his beard. So we now need to go to Alma. Let's see, you're not Alma. Welcome to the Prince's Chambers. Forgive me, Your Highness, I'm not yet done with the cleaning. Ah. And I guess this is her room. So I can go and have a nap. A giant mirror that offers no reflection. Alright, Alma. I need answers. Oh, no, actually, first I need some money. 1 cup of wishes. If I remember correctly, a cup of wishes brought back people who are knocked out.
Alma, have you seen my brother recently?
Oh, how strange. I would have assumed that the young prince would be together with you, Your Highness. He hardly ever seems to leave your side, after all. Prince Elliot never knew his dearly departed mother before she passed.
Whoever's doing the voice acting does not seem to be aware of what this person looked like. Or maybe they were just focusing more on the emotion in the words
had but
spoken.
one brother, Elliot. Their mother passed away just as the prince was born. She did not live to see her son. The young Reese would never forget the moment her mother slipped away, just as her dear little brother was brought into the world. All of Laurent mourned the queen's passing, but Reese only found peace alone on their sacred mountaintop. There she cried until the tears wouldn't come. Always a kind-hearted child, Reese swore to show her brother as much love and affection as she could to make up for the loss of their mother. She took on the responsibility of
Is this a different narrator than the previous narrator? How many narrators is this game gonna have?
Mother. Elliot! Where are you?
Ah, there's Elliot, just walking as slowly as everybody else in this city.
Huh? Shh, hey. You're the prince of the Citadel, right? Wanna see something interesting, little boy?
This does not seem very good.
Ta-da! I just happen to be a wandering magician performing in these mountains. I'm here to show you some tricks, young prince. Look!
Ooh, wow!
Now, feast your eyes on my multiplying trick. Ta-da!
Ooh, wow!
So basically, he's two people that combine?
More tricks up my sleeve. You know the passage under the Citadel? I can show you more tricks if you take me there. Come on! Let's go, little prince!
Okay. Maybe at some point the Amazonians need to understand the importance of teaching stranger danger. Did you have business here? I don't believe His Highness has come through here. A lot of time is spent just setting up this intro. But if I remember correctly, I haven't been on this side of the area, which means there might be stuff for me to grab. There is nothing. That door leads to nowhere. You know how you know it leads to nowhere? Because there's no map behind it. Let's jump there. Okay, I suspect I'm going to find Elliot, and then Elliot's going to be like, nope, he's not there. I've been stationed here for a long time, but have not seen His Highness.
Oh, that Elliot. He knows it's time to train. Would he really have gone under the Citadel?
Captain, I believe Elliot was playing near the underground passage. He seemed to have a friend with him since he was talking to someone. This way. Alright. Oh, the underground passage that no longer is being guarded. Alright.
Elliot! Where are you? Come on! Show me the tricks!
No need to rush, young prince. First things first. I'm Bill. And I am called Ben.
Aww! I thought you said you multiplied yourself. Show me something good.
Never fear, never fear. We have a big surprise in store for you.
It's a portal that leads a giant army.
I mean, your highness.
Huh?
I bet a smart boy like you knows what's in this room.
Of course I know. This is the room where we control the winds that protect Laurent. But you need this royal key to operate it.
You need this royal key that I'm presenting to you.
You know what? I have an idea. How about you turn off the wind with that key, huh? If you do, we can bring your mother back to you with our super secret magic trick.
Don't you want to see her? If the wind wasn't so strong, she could come down from the heavens and see you. So how about you turn it off? For her sake.
I wonder, like, how hard would he be affected?
Mother? I can see my mother?
Yes, random people have shown up.
My sister Reese said I could never turn off the wind.
Also, does that if that was true,
Your sister.
then essentially that means that she would have known that she'd been able to bring their mother back all this time.
But she's trying to keep her all to herself. It's so unfair, don't you think?
What? No!
Hurry. Your sister might come and stop you at any moment.
Also, for some reason, even though the camera is right in front of her, like she sounds incredibly distant.
Stop the wind. You may never get another chance to see your mother.
But
Come on, kid. Just do it already.
Okay, and he still does it? Even though, like, these are clearly bad guys.
Elliot!
Who are you scoundrels? Step away from my brother!
Reese!
We did it! Without the wind, this citadel isn't so tough. Our Navarlan forces are already prepared to invade. They're probably storming the castle as we speak.
Can we turn the wind back on?
The thieves of Navarre will take Citadel Laurent and make it the seat of our new nation. Think of it! We'll be stealing a castle. It'll be our last big raid, but what a way to go!
You're nothing but filthy spies!
You don't have time to fight us, Princess. How is your blind leader supposed to defend himself without his trusty captain of the guard?
What about all the other Amazonians surrounding him?
We have to get to Father!
Or we could grab the key from Elliot. Oh my gosh. These people are terrible at their jobs.
Wait! Reese!
Well, well, well. Look at that. Your sister left you here to save her own skin. She doesn't care about you at all. Now, come with us.
No! No, she wouldn't! Reese!
Shut up!
Wait, where's Elliot?
And then she just keeps going. Okay. Alright. Save King Joster. I wonder, can I actually turn around and, see what, like, if the game will stop me from attempting to save, Elliot? Alright. So there actually is a cutscene for trying to go back for him.
Oh no! This is all my fault!
No, it is Elliot's fault. He trusted people who are clearly evil, and then he also maybe it's not necessarily Elliot's fault. It's whoever decided, you know, we're going to give this key to unlock our defenses to a small child. We're just going to give it to him. Why does he even have it? Oh no, those barrels are already on fire!
Hold on! Captain. Sleep spores. The spores spread throughout the citadel once the wind stopped. Go. Save the king.
I would try to save the king, but I'm so sleepy. Alright, what was... there we go. Nope, that's wrong button. There we go. I keep expecting square to be attack. Oh, hello. But it's actually circle. And I will hit this pot, get the lucrative monies within. Anybody over here? Nobody over there. Huh. I wonder if there's going to be more, because like those other assassins I didn't actually see on the battlefield. They just kind of appeared in. Oh, hello. Is there a... Alright, so there's the lock-on. Ooh, and I leveled up. Level up to increase your HP and stats like your strength. With increased stats, you can use training points to power up your characters by learning moves and abilities. Use training points after leveling up to learn moves and abilities. How many training points do I have? 2. Interesting. And then it also kind of tells me what moves I would get by... Let's raise 1 strength. And... Shall we do 1 intellect? Yeah, why not? And now let's beat this guy up. What was the block button? There we go. It's a solid. It's a solid system. I wish there was a little bit more towards like staggering, because your attacks don't really seem to have that much. Seem like that they're actually affecting the enemy that much. Let's heal up. Like, because they don't stagger the enemy, they don't really seem to have as much weight to them. Even like a heavy attack doesn't really seem to stagger as much as... Oh, hello. But it does a lot of damage. Although I don't actually know what the 200% meter is all about. Take that! Just a whole bunch of repeated mashings. It might be the special moves. I'll try a special move and see if that 200% meter goes down. Oh, hello. Yep. Okay, so that is what the percentage is referencing, which actually makes Trials of Mana's battle system a little bit close to Final Fantasy VII Remake. In that, like, you're just kind of like building up these kind of like amounts of special ability percentage. Instead of having that ATB meter, now it's whatever it is called in this game.
Told me this day was approaching, but I was unable to stop it. The shift in mana has dulled my senses.
Father,
The wind informed him when it would die.
It is gone. I've let them get away.
I see that Elliot is no longer in the Citadel. The enemy has him.
So just some random thieves decided they wanted to make this castle their seat of power.
Must get him back.
Father! Father! No!
No, even the guards are being defeated. What were they training for? What were you training for? Who the hell are you?
Burn! Burn to the ground!
We've destroyed most of the enemy forces. I'll return to Navarro to report our success to FlameCon. Everyone, fall back for now.
So then they attacked and then they ran away?
The wind.
And thusly my pursuit ends up having to go towards the port. And that's where I imagine the companion characters will show up.
Elliot. What do I do? Where should I go?
Head towards the nearby port town.
Has always said that the Priest of Light in Wendell has answers for those in need. He will surely know what my next move should be.
It definitely shouldn't be collect water, put out fires. That would be a bad move. Still, though, as long as this story doesn't somehow involve Santa Claus trying to bring back the spirit of Christmas, this already is going to have better writing than Secret of Mana.
Elliot is my responsibility.
Most dramatic hair untying.
I wear my mother's ribbon with pride. May it protect me on my journey.
Okay, so the ribbon actually has some character and plot significance, rather than just being a strange decoration at the bottom of her exponentially long hair.
Citadel Laurent fell to the agents of Navarro. The princess found herself without a home, a father, and her only brother missing. She set out to find him.
Oh, okay. So it kind of like cuts through the whole arriving at the port, going onto a boat, leaving off to distant shores. Kind of odd that it kind of skips over that whole section. You would expect to be able to kind of like go around the town, be like, hey, you can take a boat, and this is where the Wendell priest is going to be. Though still, it's an interesting game so far. I wonder exactly how the addition of companions is going to necessarily affect the battle system. You know these are troubled times when people are just hobbling around, their heads down.
Chad belongs to Ferolia. Don't resist, and we may spare you.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows.
It's gonna be a big load of time before I'm able to return to my hometown of Boston.
Man guards have attacked
Boston.
the town. I will never reach Wendell at this rate. Elliot needs me. I must find a way out of this place as soon as possible.
Alright. I might have to actually pick this up, because even though it's a bit on the dramatic side, the dialogue is a bit on the nose. Characters are kind of buffoons, especially Elliot. At the very least, the game itself actually seems pretty interesting. In the meantime, though, if you've got any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.